Okay. Blessings to everybody with good hearts. I just was thinking all day today at work about how evil of a spirit that Selena Davis and Tommy the Gossip has, right? But this one particularly is about Selena Davis. S.L. Davis, if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, you old ancient mama on the pancake box looking ass bitch. Like, how dare you? How dare you? I ain't got nothing against no other race. Let me put that out here, clearly out here, because I have Italians, Chinese, Spanish people in my family, along with Jamaicans and Black culture. But for S.L. Davis, Selena Davis, as old as she is, get mad at a 25-year-old young man that's living his best life, that y'all have thrown stones at this young man. And guess who was catching them all the while y'all was throwing stones and fire and bricks at this young man? God. Alvo is God's child. Haven't y'all noticed? All y'all demon that was wishing bad luck on him. Haven't y'all noticed how God blessed this young man? Listen, he was in a situation where he was homeless. I don't call it homeless. I call it surviving, because what he did, he changed the whole game. For him to be a homeless person, you never seen him dirty. He was always in nice Airbnb. He was always doing something positive. He was going on picnics. He was enjoying his life as a homeless person that you never seen homeless before. Because homeless people don't do the things that he did. He changed the game. I would change the game of being homeless. Okay? Every day, y'all got on the internet, threw stones at this young man. Homeless, he's homeless. He ain't got nowhere to go. He's homeless. Now, God switched it around on all you demons and gave this young man an apartment, helped furnish his apartment. And regardless to how and what and when, God is showing y'all demons that you can't stop what God has built. And Alvo is somebody that God has protected and continue to protect. But y'all don't want to see the good in this young man. Y'all don't want to see the good in Alvo, because y'all know that y'all bickering and arguing with this young man for no freaking reason whatsoever. Do you have a reason to be arguing with this young man? I don't care if you don't like the fact how him and his boyfriend broke up. Excuse me. That ain't our business. But what I don't get, Selena, as old as you are, you have the audacity last night. I really, when I heard Alvo say it, I couldn't believe it. But I had to go back and see what he said. You had the audacity to bring a racist white man on your platform last night to call Alvo all kinds of niggers and downgrade this young Black man. And you and this fat, ugly Cedric the Entertainer, stud looking ass bitch, old gremlin ass bitch, was on the platform with this white man, as he calls this Black man, young Black man, intelligent Black man, absolutely handsome Black man. Y'all be trying to kill Alva Spirit, but he's a handsome chocolate ass Black man, point blank period, hands down. And I don't usually give men compliments, but he's a handsome young man. And you had the audacity to put a racist white man on your platform, Selena Davis, FL Davis, or whatever the fuck your ugly ass want to be called, and to allow this white man to try to belittle God's child, which is Alvo. Like, make it make sense. Why would you do that? First and foremost, but you just showed the whole United States of America that Selena Davis is not smarter than a fifth grader. You could see her bitterness. She literally, her in that old gray-faced ass Cedric the Entertainer looking as Dyke was getting off on the fact that this white man was calling Alvo a nigger and all this other crazy shit. Make it make sense. No offense to none of my Caucasian friends. I have Italians, Puerto Ricans. My family is a box of crayons. But I'm saying the point to this is, why would you call it a white racist? Why would you put a white racist man knowing that he don't like you either? He don't like you either. Just because you had him cussing out a young black man, he don't like you either. He don't like you either. Even though the word nigger does not mean black person, it means ignorance. That's who you should have been called, an ignorant ass nigger, because you at your age thought that it was so funny that this white man was cussing out this young black man that you have no reason in the world to dislike. I'm gonna make this real kind of short and everything, but I had to address this because my phone needs to be charged. I had to address this because, like, this it's to the point now, it's getting out of hand. You couldn't possibly dislike somebody that bad from knowing them on the internet, from you trolling them on the internet, to want to put so much what you want to call it, danger in their path of walking righteously with Jesus Christ. Alvo has a beautiful heart. He's emotional. He shows his emotion. He's not afraid to show his emotion. He has a good heart. And what y'all did was y'all try to take his good heart and try to tarnish his heart into a demon mind's heart. And you can't do it because you know who's protecting him? Jesus Christ and all the angels that walks with Jesus Christ, which is one. I'm an angel, and I'm not here to be Captain Save a Hoe. But at this point, it's getting out of hand to the point where you called Selena Davis, you ain't your mama face looking ass bitch. You need to be more on a pancake box. You need to be nailed to a damn telephone pole, because what you did last night by bringing this racist black white man up on your platform to call Alvo a nigger and all kinds of racist slurs that he thinks equal out to a black person, when nigger is actually an ignorant word. But if you was intelligent to know that, Selena Davis, you probably wouldn't have did the action that you did last night. But because you was a dirtbag, you are so gun-ho on trying to bully this young man. You don't know this young man from a can of paint. You only know Alvo from what Alvo presents his contents to who he is. He wants his supporters to know who he is as a person. And he's taking risks to let his supporters to know who he is. Doesn't mean because you're a demon and you gave up on your life as a human being, Selena Davis. You gave up on your life. You did not do anything. You probably didn't even graduate from fucking high school. I'm not even gonna say, I'm gonna say junior high, because you don't look intelligent enough to say that you got a high school diploma. Not to me, not doing things that you're doing. Where y'all trying to take a good-hearted person and trying to make him bitter. Y'all love to try to see Alvo crying. Y'all love to try to see Alvo's spirits now. Who gives a fuck about that young man drinking in his house? I smoke weed every motherfucking day in my house, but I still got a 9 to 5. You know, For my birthday, I had a bottle of wine. So what? He's in his house. He's not bothering nobody. He came from y'all saying he was homeless to have an apartment of his own. Now y'all trying to make him lose his apartment. Like y'all too invested in this young man, and the evil energy that you trying to throw at this young man is being blocked by the force of God. That's why God sent angels like me to represent who he is and what kind of heart he wants us to have. And when I say us, I mean every human being that's on the face of this earth that bleeds the red blood. You feel me? But when you have Satan's children, such as Tommy the Gossip, Selena Davis, and that other old ranky ass disgusting bitch, Blaze, what y'all call her, Blast, she's another sneaky old ass gremlin. You know, like make it make sense how all three of y'all that I just named, Blast, Tommy the Gossip, and Selena Davis, all three of you demons have the most negative energy towards somebody that's living their life. At 25, that's when we all turned 25, that's when we knew life is just getting ready to get better as an adult for us. And this is the time to grow. And because y'all see him growing, you see Albert growing. Y'all don't never talk about the good things about this young man. This young man is growing. Y'all called him homeless for half of the winter, okay? And then now the summer comes, he finally gets his place. Regardless to how he got his place. Okay, won't God do it? Won't God do it? See, God is showing you, he don't care what you throwing at his son. He's going to protect that boy, that young man. And Alva is embracing it. And what y'all mad about now, y'all mad because he got an apartment. Then while he was in his apartment, oh, your apartment is echoing. He said, yeah, I know, because I just moved in. I ain't got furniture like that. You know, so what? It was empty. Boom. 2 weeks, not even 2.5 weeks later, here he comes with furniture. Oh, his furniture from Renter Center. He got Renter Center furniture, and that's how uneducated minded you three people are. Because if a person can rent from Renter Center, that means that person has great credit. Because Renter Center and any other place that you rent for, if you don't have great credit, then you ain't getting not a damn thing. So even if his furniture was from Renter Center, which is not, because the same thing that he got right now, you can go to Bob Discount Store and see the same thing. So it was the principle how y'all was y'all was happy he was homeless, which he was never homeless because he always had a roof over his head, whether if it's in a motel, hotel, Holiday Inn, he was there. He was never sleeping in the parks. He was never holding a tree in the morning. You understand what I'm saying? So what y'all don't do, y'all try to cover up this righteous, good-hearted young man that's just trying to live his life. He was in Atlanta messing around with Shamar. He seen the pattern that it wasn't, being in Atlanta was a dark cloud over his head, because all he was miserable, he wasn't happy. He was happy when he was trying to get Shamar on the same page, that the path that they should have been on. And Shamar didn't understand it, so it just became real dark for Alvo. So he felt it's time to move on. When you in a place like that, or in a surrounding like that, when you know that this surrounding is very unsafe for you and it brings you nothing but tears and unhappiness, God gives you that sign to say, okay, it's time for you to move on. And when you do move on, I want you to embrace this change that you're about to come. Because a lot of people will be scared to move on and stay stuck on stupid, like Selena, Tommy the Gossip, and Blast. Y'all stay stuck on stupid because you're afraid to make an embracement in your life to do something better for you. So what you try to do is throw your bitter, evil spirits at a child of God, which is Alvin. Okay, so he moved on. When he went to Texas, oh, the first thing y'all was like, oh, Albert getting dick down, Albert doing this, Albert doing this. That young man was doing his life. Whatever walk, whatever walk that Albert takes on his journey is because that's the path that God has for him. Just like whatever path that I walk is because that's what God has in store for me. I can't say that with y'all because y'all walk the devil. Y'all walk the devil life. So you don't walk with God. So we can't give you God's blessing. We could pray for you, but we can't give you God's blessing because you don't do the things that God wants us to do to embrace our neighbors and love thyself as we love thy neighbor. You know what I'm saying? So y'all don't embrace his good thing. Y'all always trying to paint a filthy picture about him and try to make people say, oh yeah, he dogged the shit out of Shamar. No, the fuck he didn't. No, he didn't dog the shit out of Shamar. He did everything for Shamar, tried to change Shamar's whole life around and did everything for Shamar. And when a person is like, you know that song when R. Kelly said, when a woman's fed up? Okay, so when a person is fed up, and feel that they have been torn down and beaten up enough by somebody that is unappreciative to his kindness, I would have flipped the fuck out just like Alva did too. Alva's anger came out on his breakup with Shamar, but it was all his anger he's been holding inside that relationship. Woody was with him for 8 months, 5 months, something like that. He fell in love with somebody that people was criticizing. They dogged Shamar out. But because of the heart God gave Alvo, he cared about Shamar, fell in love with him, wanted the best for him. But y'all took it and tried to make it seem like, oh, Alvo stole his money, Alvo dog Shamar, Alvo hit on Shamar. No, he didn't. Not once. And that's the God honest truth. Not because I have love through Jesus Christ for Shamar and Alvo, but not once during the whole entire argument did you ever hear Shamar say Alvo hit him or Alvo stole his money. Not once have you ever heard Shamar that. And if I'm not mistaken, 2 months ago, Shamar finally got it to the point where he told Alvo on live that he apologized because he knew that Alvo was good for him and he knew that Alvo was doing the best for them. So for y'all devils to take it and make it out of a bad thing because if their breakup was ugly, that was still between him and Shamar. But y'all try to paint a bad picture about, oh, Alvo used Shamar for clout. Fuck, what are you talking about for clout? What the fuck is clout? He was with Shamar. He would have been stupid to try to do something for Shamar and not do for himself. So all the things that he was doing for Shamar, even though he put himself on the back shelf to help Shamar out, he gradually understood the program and started saying, getting the connections that he needed. So when it was time for him to depart from all this evilness and this darkness of Atlanta, he knew he had different connections and he knew that he could connect on his own. So to say he used Shamar for clout, what are y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to use his name and his life stories and his ups and downs through life as for clout to get rich off of his name? And then to the point where y'all so ignorant, he'll be on live and you'll have his live on your page. Because, oh no, this is what you say though. Ain't this what you say, Selena Davis? Y'all don't go listen to Alva's live. Come on my page. I got him on my live and I'm watching his live. Come watch his live on my live. Like, who does that? That tells you a woman that's so bitter and has been beat down like she was a runaway slave all her damn life. You is an ugly bitch. For real, Color Purple. You're ugly as fuck, Selena. To think that your bitterness and what you went through to life has to be directed to Alvo, because this young man has a great heart. That's why I said all the people that follows around you and follows around Blaze, and Tommy the Gossip, y'all are pitiful. You got demons. You trying to spread demon energy among your platform because that's all y'all say. Y'all comment at the end, comment at the end. Tell me what y'all think about Alvo. What y'all think Alvo should do? That ain't what. Who the fuck y'all judging people? Like, first and foremost, he ain't doing shit to harm nobody, not even himself. Not even himself. If he drinks in his house, so what? His bills are paid. He ain't out in the street robbing no motherfucking body. He doing what he do. He's doing his platforms are his job. That's his job. What he do is tell his content and tell what he's going through life. Nothing's wrong with that. But who are we to sit back and judge every step, every little step that he takes? And you think you're sitting on the golden chair. Oh, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna tell everything about Alvo. You can't tell somebody else's story if that person ain't telling their own testimony. You can't tell Alvo's testimony. Alvo tells his own testimony, and sometimes I cry when I hear it because I know his story. I know his story, and not saying that I've been in a situation such as him. But I know his story. I work with children that knows his story that are in the struggle. But still today, you got the audacity to bring a white man on your platform to call him a nigger, to call him all kinds of names that racist white people think that supposed to tear down a nigger soul. Actually, what Alvo said, that built him up even more, gave him more energy to be more positive. And see, that's the problem. Y'all see positive in him and y'all know he has a positive heart, but you want people to think he's a bad kid or he's a bad young man, and nothing's bad about him. Y'all angry at this young man because he went from y'all calling him homeless to y'all he gets an apartment. Y'all want to complain about him not having furniture the first 2 days that he was in the apartment. He gets furniture. Then y'all want to complain about his furniture. Now y'all so angry that God is continue on blessing this young man. Y'all trying to get this young black man in jail, calling the courthouse, calling Bell the Bell weirdo. And I'm gonna make it clear. I don't even think. And if that was the Bells man that was always online talking and allowing all different kind of phone calls to him, I can't even say that was a Bells man because if it was, he needs to get his license revoked because he's very tacky. I wouldn't trust somebody like him on my police force or working for the bondsman. None of that. But you had the audacity. I'm trying to figure out, Selena Davis, what was the purpose of having this white man come up on the stage on your platform to call this young black man that's trying to make it in life all these racist names? What was the purpose of all that? What was the purpose of all that? I didn't get that part. That just shows how evil you are, Selena Davis. How evil you are. I don't even have to call you no name because everybody know you stay on the motherfucking broom. Everybody know you the wicked witch of Atlanta or wherever the fuck you from. But I'm gonna say this because my phone needs to be charged. You, Selena Davis, y'all will never have no good luck. And then you got Blaze old ass, Avil's bond, Avil's trick money. He lost trick. Like y'all just so bitter and so hateful. Like make me understand how you so this is another old grandmama looking ass bitch that sit on the motherfucking internet, always worrying about what Alvo's doing, always making up lies. Y'all tell me tell me at the end of this clip after y'all stole this young man's content and put it on your clip. That is not creating your own content. That's stealing somebody's material and putting on your platform. Okay, and you didn't make this content. You sat up there all day long with your funky, nasty, musty, collard green smelling ass, with like just looking with gray hairs and gray braids, looking like a motherfucking old ass gremlin, listening to him tell his story, and then you're gonna write, I think his airline ticket, he failed on that. He didn't fail on nothing. He's first of all, Alvin's not a failure. He's a hustler. Second of all, he's blessed by God, so God will never see his child suffer from nothing. Okay, but Blast, let me just ask you something. You're the same age as this other gremlin, SL Davis. Y'all in your 60s. You are on a GoFundMe page since what before the summer began, on a GoFundMe page, asking us people in the public to help you pay your $800 light bill, because you was getting evicted from one place, moving into another place, but you wouldn't be able to move into another place unless you had electricity. And you mean to tell me at your age, you are running up an $800 electricity bill and you can't pay it? And so you went and signed a GoFundMe page on, could y'all please help me pay my $800 light bill? See, y'all do and say evil things towards people and don't realize that you got angels like me that discovers the truth about you guys. Just like Tommy the Gossip. He got all this money, and he and all these things, and he got a GoFundMe page talking about, could you help Tommy the Gossip before he goes homeless, begging for money. But all the people that he's trying to talk about, Messy Dow, Shamar, and Alvo, they all started his page off by sending him $5 to his GoFundMe page. And this was only 8 months ago. See what y'all do? Y'all try to take that shot that beamer off of you and try to make it look like this man is wrong for living his life. Along the line of Apple walking his journey, he's not bothering nobody. He's not harming nobody. He's protecting himself, his temple, and he's doing what he do. Y'all get mad at him drinking in his house. Oh, he got alcohol. I don't see nothing yellow about his teeth. I don't see nothing yellow about his eyes. He don't do no more than the next. But you motherfuckers are smoking crack cocaine, sniffing pills. Don't nobody sit there all day and go for no reason, okay? For no fucking reason, okay? If that was the case, go blow your motherfucking nose or keep a hanky by you, okay? Let's keep it 100. But y'all try to criticize God's protected angel and keep throwing stones and everything at this young man, and he keeps on shining on y'all, shining so hard on y'all. Y'all good. What it is, that's what the devil do. You good to point out you shit. But when it's time for you to look your reflection in the mirror, you run from it. You don't probably even have a mirror in your house because you're afraid of looking at your own reflection. So you're trying to throw it off on Alva because he's the popular one on the internet. Even all these old ass, dusty ass gay men that like Clue and the rest of them, all y'all arguing with this young man for what? All y'all talk about when you used to be homeless, he's not homeless no more. And why should he always have to hear what he used to do? You used to do a lot of things, but you doing the same thing. You mad because you seen that y'all kept calling him homeless and y'all was more happy that he was homeless than anything. But to me, he wasn't homeless because he was always in a nice place to stay, regardless to what it was. He had a roof over his head. And y'all don't want to give him his flowers because he changed the game of being homeless. Homeless people are go to New York or go to Bmore or go to Chicago and see homeless people really actually sleeping on the sidewalk with tents and shit. That's homeless. What Albert was doing is trying to find his way in life. And now that he found a positive role of direction and how his heart is, and he sits in his house all day or and make his money, excuse me, y'all find it mad. Now y'all angry. Now y'all want to call, oh, Albert got a warrant for his arrest. No, there never wasn't a warrant for his arrest, first of all. And second of all, it's a misdemeanor that y'all trying to blow out of proportion. Okay. So I'm just saying, y'all can't see the good in this man because y'all want everybody to be bitter. Y'all trying to make his what y'all call the people, his supporters, to be marching with the devil. And we don't march with the devil. I told you that yesterday. I'm gonna tell you that every time I speak. We don't march with the devil. We don't take not 2 steps and 1 drink with the devil. Okay, and that's what y'all trying to do. And so that y'all trying to beat down this young man's soul because y'all, oh yeah, Albert's crying today. We got Albert crying today. Look at Albert begging, oh, Albert this, Albert that. But Albert's not bothering anybody. He's bothering you because you don't want to see Albert survive. You don't want to see Albert progress. And now that y'all couldn't talk about him being homeless anymore. Then now y'all wanted to talk about his empty house. Now he got furniture. Now y'all see that the blessings keep coming to the child of God. I love it. He's God's chosen child. I love it because every time y'all try to throw a atomic bomb at him, God blocks it and give him a blessing. Y'all want so bad of this young man to go to jail when he goes to court, and he's not going to go to jail. For what? He's gonna show the judge his improvement that he made being around Shamar. He ain't never was arrested like that. He went to jail for protecting himself. He went to jail for protecting Shamar. Okay, so it's not like he's a career criminal. It's not like he's a criminal anyway, because if somebody put their hands on me, I'm gonna go to jail and stay in jail because I'm gonna take your life. That's how I get down. But let's make it clear. This young man is not bothering nobody, never bothered nobody. He's out from the time I knew this kid. He's always said he just want to be loved and he just want to love and live life and be happy. That's all he ever said from the time he was being whatever, as 18 years old, as he grew. That's all he kept saying from day one. He said, he just want to be loved and love and be happy. And as he growing, and now that he has his own platform, oh, you cloud chased, oh, you did this. If y'all was in somebody's presence that was able to show you how you could get on your own feet without having to help them or be carrying their luggage where you could carry your own, I would have took the same. I would have took the road that Abel went on, and he didn't. And then he was so classy about it and respectful about it. He didn't fuck with the people when he was with Shamar. He waited until it was time for him to move on. Move on with your life because Shamar don't love you like you love him. Shamar is never gonna do that until now. And when Shamar realized that his life went downhill 5 months ago. 6 months ago. But let's keep it 100. Selena Davis, you showed every last person in America how pathetic and very, very much so uneducated to have a white man, racist white man, come up on your platform to call this young, try to break the chain, trying to make this young man cry or feel bad, when you are that bitter to have a racist white man come on your platform and laugh about him calling another black man or another black face racist comments, that he looks at you to say, he probably, as soon as he got off of your platform, you know what he probably said? That dumbass ancient mama looking ass bitch should be still on a pancake box, got me calling another black nigger a nigger, and she's a nigger herself. That's what he said. That's what that white man said when he hung up from your platform. This stupid nigger, this wasted ass white black trash woman called me to say something about a beautiful soul that God's raising. And see, when you're not rooted with hospitality and manner, you wouldn't know the mannerism of growth, because in Jamaica, the village raised everybody. And the village is your neighborhood, your environment, your society, you know, and we embrace each other. And that's what's happening in the Alvo. Whether you demons are outside the village, you demons are outside the village. You know what I'm saying? You demons are outside the village. And let me plug up my phone. You're outside the village and you're looking in, and you looking in, and you can't stand the fact that this young man is still standing, still standing, still standing, standing hard. You know why? Because his village is strong. His village is strong. His village is strong. And his village, hold on. I don't know. I hope I'm on the same thing. I think I am. What happened to my phone had to charge up my phone, put the charger on the phone, but I'm not gonna be up here long. I just wanted to say this. Um um Selena Davis, like, I don't get that point, that part that you did, but you know, nobody gets it because I'm not gonna belittle my level and my knowledge to try to figure out why would you put a white racist man on your platform to try to disrespect a black man. But that shows you the slave minded um knowledge that you have. But I'm just saying, Selena, enough is enough with you. Like you, first of all, you got and then you got an old ass gremlin, an old man, a sounding ass dyke that's up to your Alva. You look at Alva. He don't even know what to say. Just like a bunch of old folks just miserable with smelling like Bengay, sitting on a porch just criticizing life because you didn't do nothing in life. So when you see somebody that's growing and doing something in life, y'all get angry. Y'all become angry birds, and y'all go around like Jehovah's Witnesses do, try to collect other people to come aboard your evilness. Like, make it make sense. I just don't get it. When Albert said, like, you had a white man come up on your platform to call me a bunch of racist names, and you and the old ass the old dyke ass sounding ass drunk, she sound like she just got on the same pissy ass jeans that she drink Budweiser from. Like her whole body just smelled like Budweiser, a can of Budweiser. You know, like, come on, like y'all is too old for that. And then what y'all trying to do is, and I hope Alvo catches on real quick, that what y'all trying to do is to get Alvo's attention so you could have him. You're already recording his live on your platform to make it look like he's on your platform to help you grow your platform. That's what you're trying to do, Selena. That's why you follow him live and try to get him to argue with you, because you got him live on your platform trying to grow your audience off of him. Like that makes me like you doing too much. Like when you gonna stop? When are you gonna stop and realize that you could die tomorrow in your sleep, messing with God's children, doing all this messiness and all this devil and evil shit, Selena? You and Blaze and Tommy the Gossip, y'all some weird motherfuckers. Like y'all so bitter in life that like you got two old ass women that's always trying to get other people to be evil with them on their platform, talking about, yeah, y'all, after y'all finish watching his live on my platform, I want y'all to tell me what y'all think, what y'all think I was gonna do, what y'all think. Like, who the fuck is y'all? Like make it make sense. Y'all doing too much. Why y'all can't focus on your children and your family and the problems and the issues that, you know what y'all don't like about Alvo? He's real. He doesn't have a black cloud over his head. He tells his testimony. That's what going. He could write a book about each and every one of us that live on the face of this earth. Could write a book about the journey that we have been going through until God calls us home. And God's not gonna call y'all home. The devil is gonna. Y'all already burning. Your soul's already burning. So all you gotta do is just not wake up, cause you're already ashes, dust to dust, dusty ass motherfuckers that have nothing to do in life but to be bitter and try to make the world hate us, a human being that's going through life changes. He's only 25. He been, for him to be homeless, he was in Vegas, he was in California. Vegas and California are two different things. Las Vegas, okay, and then you got California, Hollywood. Okay, then he was on Zeus Network, then he was on different shows. Then you got all these other celebrities that wanting to do deals with him because they see potential in him, and they don't want to put him just on shows that are fighting. They want to see him model. And do you see, y'all seen him have his modeling career as him being a homeless person, and y'all kept saying, oh, your clothes look old, and don't even know what the modeling situation is in the industry. You know what I'm saying? Because what he was modeling, y'all will never get to see ever. Ever. Like y'all just try to beat that in this young man's soul. And still today, God's shown him when your court case is over, which I believe they're gonna throw it out because it was only a misdemeanor, a very misunderstanding. And when the judge seen that he moved from a dark place and he became a lighter, brighter place, and he's gonna prove to the judge since he left being around negativity, he done got his own place. He's trying to work through his issues, staying out of trouble. He's doing better. When see what the devil don't realize when you can present yourself in a fashion like that. And Al was very intelligent, so I'm sure he's gonna go in there looking like the king that he is, and he's gonna present himself and show the judge how the improvements he made since he left the situation of negativity. And no judge is gonna turn that down. No judge is going to turn that down. And if he does end up getting probation, you slow ass motherfuckers that trying to think you know the law, he can transfer his probation. The judge can transfer his probation right to Houston if he does get probation, because the judge wants to see people progress and embrace life instead of seeing somebody that's going to be statistic and stay in jail or prison like your son that wants to sit up there with Bubba while Bubba call himself Susie. Call your son Susie. That's a Susie bitch. Your son's a Susie bitch, you know? But I'm just saying, like, y'all never try to say the good things of what this young man has been through, you know? And y'all try to cover up the good things. Y'all want people to follow you, demonize people that want to think the worst of this young man. And I would never do that. And I'm gonna tell y'all something that y'all don't even know. When Alba was like 18 years old and in the situation he was living in, I don't know how Shamar homelessness came across his page on the internet. And he was doing a video, and in the video, he was only 18 years of age, and he said this, I gotta find Shamar. I gotta go help Shamar. He didn't even know Shamar. He just seen the situation because Shamar was, oh my God, he went through so much as a homeless person. And he was really living in the streets for real, for real. Shamar was really living in the streets for real, for real. And um this young man decided he was in no predicament to help himself out of a situation, but his words, I could never forget his words. His words said he needs to find Shamar so he could get him and Shamar a hotel room so he could get Shamar off the street. So you could tell well, I could tell because I know I have a heart purity from Jesus. So when Albert made that statement, I knew right then and there this kid is a good kid. You know, he in a situation of his own, but he took time out to think about somebody he didn't know because he seen on the internet how Shamar was going through so much. So yeah, I'm just saying that y'all always trying to paint an evil picture on this young man because y'all don't want the people to see the good. That's why he got the supporters that he has, because they already know the good story of him. They already know. They already know the story of him, straight up. You know, and like I said, nobody can tell nobody's testimony but you, but yourself. So when he gets up here, he tells his testimony, what he been through and what he been through and what he's accomplished as a 25-year-old man. He's embracing it. We can't change what we went through the past. The only thing that we can change is where and what we're going to do on our path and the rest of our journey on earth to get to Jesus Christ. You know, is he wrong? No. Is he wrong that he showed his heart, broken heart, and showed out on his breakup with his boyfriend? No, I don't feel he was wrong. I felt that he had to get that out, and there wasn't going to be no way that he'd be able to get that out and talk to Shamar on the phone or sit down with Shamar about shit, because Shamar had already been and is around so much negativity, and it was overpowering his kind heart. So he blasted it out on the internet. And I don't find, I'm not saying that it was right for him to do it, but when you have somebody that you try to love and do, you know, get that person to do better, and that person calls the police on you, wants the worst for you, and want everything worse for you, and knowingly that this person was good for you. Every time and y'all can overlook this pattern if you, every time Alvo leaves from around negative people such as Tommy and such as Shamar, they always try to paint a bad picture, because Tommy ain't never got up here and say that Alvo was paying half of his rent. Alvo was paying to stay there. Alvo wasn't living there for free. Tommy makes it look like, oh, I helped you and I did all this and I did all that for you. No, First and foremost, Albert used to dress way before he got to Tommy house. If you go back and check his from day one that he was 18 years old, from now, he always was clean, always was fresh, always. But what I'm saying is, y'all don't see the good things that this y'all see it, but y'all don't want to talk about it. Y'all want to say, "Oh, he's a mean person." He's mean because he don't let people beat him up and talk shit to him on the phone. He shouldn't let him. Why should he? Why, if you can say something nasty to him, he can say something nasty to you. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? But to like make it, man, I just didn't understand that you got a racist white man to get up on your platform. What did that prove? What did that do? What did that prove? It proved nothing, but it showed how your heart has hatred, Selena Davis. It shows how, you know, my brothers and sisters, my father's children, is Italian and Jamaican. Okay, that's my family. Those are my brothers and my sister. We got the same father. But I'm saying, people with good hearts don't look at people's complexion of their skin. They just see good people within good people. But when you are a devil and you doing the devil's work and the devil's movement, you do stupid shit like you do, Selena Davis. That shows, that move right now that you did in that ugly ass, old ass gremlin, dyke looking ass grandpa that you got on your page. Like, y'all are the devil's children. You showed it last night, boy, because y'all sat right there putting a white man on your platform, trying to act like Owl was on your live, trying to get your lives up, and your lives didn't still go up. You was only on 103. People are tired of you too. People are tired of you too. People are just like people with hearts, and it doesn't. We all, regardless to if we all was the same color and doing the same things in life, how would the world be different? We all different. We all came from a different creation. God already had our life planned out for the way he wanted our life to be when we was in the womb of the person that carried us. Okay? But what I'm saying to you is, you showed everybody last night your character and how you are covered in evilness and hatefulness, and how you are trying to, I don't understand how YouTube is still allowing you to be up on a platform to try to, you don't got the black people on your side, so you ain't got a racist white man to think that that was going to break Alvo down, which it didn't. But that shows you how much of a evil spirit you are, that you going that far to attack a young man because of his internet presence, because you don't know him. You can't personally sit down and say, you know, Alvo. I know Alvo. I was raised down the street. My kids and his and my kids and his mama kids play together. You can't say none of that. You hate this young man because it's his breakup with his friend, and that's not your business, his boyfriend, or because of his presence on a internet that's doing better than yours. So you hate Alvo because of that. So you go into the, I mean, like last night was the final straw, Selena Davis, SL Davis. Like, you wicked. You wicked, and you are on a broom. Everybody know that you ride a broom all day, every day. You look like a witch. You do. You look like that black witch that always have that black hat on, and the imitation of a witch that they wanted us to our children to believe there was a witch on a flying broom. That's you. So it's not an imitation no more. It's actually true. People like you exist in the world today. You know, somebody is gonna get you, and you know, that's probably why y'all hide out in the and inside. You're scared to go outside. Only time you go outside is when your government assistant check comes and you're in and out. You're in and out. You're scared to go outside in the morning because you don't know who's gonna attack you because you attacked so many people on the internet. Scared, looking over your shoulder, bitter, hateful. Like I just don't understand what did that do last night that you put that white man, racist white man, on the phone to call Alva out his name like that. Like I didn't understand that, and I'm so see that's how powerful God's energy is because he Alva said the same thing. I was thinking like, what the fuck? Like, what did that do? Like, what was the purpose of that? What was the purpose of that, Selena? And what Alva got to do, he got to put no copyrights. If he puts no copyrights, then want to use retarded bloggers could copyright his any of his content because it makes no sense. Like it's just going too far where you got the devil. Like now you at the point where you bringing racist white men up on your platform just to try to beat down somebody, a black man's soul. Come on now, you know that saying the same names that he called Alva is what he called you. That stupid ass nigger, that old ugly ass black bitch had the nerve to get me on her platform. You know, I'm telling you, that white man said the same thing about you. Same thing you wanted him to call Alva is the same thing he said about you. That dumb nigger. She hate her own fucking complexion. That's what he said about you. And that's exactly what's true. You hate your own skin. Whoever developed this mean, evil, disgusting ass witch that can't get her life together, like you too busy, working for the devil. Too busy working for the devil, and nothing is turning out right for you. Nothing is turning out right for you. All right, North Carolina 245 and 2252 in the building. Yes, you gotta respect people, but this lady, like I can't even sit here and explain her behavior. Like she don't know this oh boy. She don't know oh boy whatsoever. She only knows Alvo from Alvo having his breakup on the internet with his boyfriend. Okay, but last night she literally got a white racist man to come up on her platform to call Alva all kinds of niggers and all kinds of racist derogatory names towards Alva. Like, and it didn't phase Alva not one. It was like, man, it bounces off of me and go back to you. That type of shit, you know? But that's why when you hear and see a hater, you're supposed to laugh at a hater because they the joke. They the biggest joke. When you see a hater, just start laughing at a motherfucker. You're a hater. You're a hater. Laugh at that motherfucker because the fire I don't understand her anger. Like you that mad. You're like 60 years old and you're mad at a 25-year-old man that you watch on a daily basis on the internet. Not that you raised them or you touched them or you hugged them or anything. You are angry because he progresses in life. Because he went from y'all calling him homeless to now he got an apartment. Then y'all criticize his apartment for being empty. Now he got furniture. Then y'all want to criticize his furniture. Now because now that his house is looking decent and he's in there, oh, you're going to lose your house. You're going to lose your apartment. Watch in 3 months, you're going to be homeless again. Like that kind of energy just don't faze me. Solid sister, that's my girl. What's up? What's up? 252. You know they ain't ready for it. They're not ready for the 756. They're not ready for people to tell them what you know what they're doing is wrong. I don't feel ashamed of telling somebody you're wrong. Like what you doing? Like, but these old ass ladies are like in their 60s, and all they do is sit on the phone and eat motherfucking government cheese and crackers with no teeth in their mouth. Worrying about this young man, mad about what this young man doing. How you can tell somebody else's testimony? God said, "Come as you are," and if y'all was any kind of uh human being with a soul, you will repent your behavior, because we can be here today and gone tomorrow, but the souls and the path that you lead is it's destructive, because all your life you've been so bitter, Selena. You could tell you've been bitter. You could tell y'all on drugs, because ain't no way in hell Blaze is supposed to be in her 60s asking for money to help pay an $800 light bill. Now you in your 60s, ain't no way how y'all on drugs. That's how your phone, when you get bills like that and you don't and you let your bills pile up like that, you're on drugs. Point blank, you ain't gotta tell them me. I ain't your drug counselor, but I know the deal. You know, that's drug counseling 101. The red flags are there. Just sit around all day long, just smelling like old mustard greens and fucking skunk cabbage. You smell like skunk cabbage all day long. Smelling like skunk cabbage, following Alvo around, smoking Winston. Y'all be smoking them Winstons, them old ass Winstons, and got your fingertips all brown and shit, spitting in the cup. God forgive me, but for real, like enough is enough. Like, come on, man, that didn't make no sense to me. I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Like, what purpose of that you brought a racist white man to cuss out a young black man? What is that? So I want to know, since Selena Davis, SL Davis, I want to know, how do you feel that your son is probably getting beat down and dicked down by a white man in prison? Calling them boy, calling them Chicken George. You know, like, you got to remember, karma like that, it only comes back, and I'm quite sure you got health issues. I'm quite sure you've been drinking all your life. All your life you've been running with the liquor. The liquor is sitting on your crate outside the package store asking for some change. For real, you've been one of them type of bitches all your life. I don't give a fuck what nobody said, and that's not a judgmental statement. That just shows your character shows that. You showing your character shows that, because make sense that you brought a racist white man up on your platform to call another black person a nigger. That shows that. I'm just saying, that's just crazy to me. Okay, exactly. That's what they don't understand. That's solid sister. They don't understand that when you're in the presence of healing and good-hearted people, that's your village. When you can walk down the street and you see thy neighbor thirsty, and you can give him some water. But these people, they just been fighting and arguing with this young man, about what he's doing in his life. Not that this young man is doing anything bad. He's not breaking the law. He's in his house. He dates once in a while. He's sick on his liquor in his house. So what? So what? That's what he's supposed to do in the comfort of his own home. That's his peacefulness. Your home is your peacefulness. That you should be comfortable to do whatever the fuck you want to do in your house, because that's your safety, and you don't have to worry about nobody doing anything to him. Like he said, he doesn't want to go clubbing. He wants to stay in his house and enjoy his house. You know, I do the same thing. I got TVs all over my fucking 2 bedroom, and I'm watching Netflix right now. I'm watching College Hill, and people are comfortable. You don't have to be in the streets to be somebody. He's taking care of his bills. His bills is paid. He's not wanting. He goes grocery shopping. He goes. He washes it. But y'all want him to be so pitiful and so bad because yous are doing nothing, but sitting around hating on him. Sitting around hating on him. Wanting him to feel bad because he's progressing in life. Don't want to see him go on. Al will have a lot of clout. If Al was to put this phone down today, he could call that. He could call his manager, the manager that had him on doing the Bad Boys Club out in Vegas. She's the same manager that had him modeling. So he has a lot of connections. So don't like he's such a hustler, and because God gave him that mind of a hustler to go out and get what you need for yourself without having to break the law. Y'all don't want that. Y'all want to see him fall. Y'all want to see him in jail. But I'm gonna ask you this: if he does, I don't say if. He's not gonna go to jail, but if he wasn't never had his present and take his present off this internet, who you gonna attack then? You're gonna start posting. That's what y'all do. Y'all post old videos. Y'all try to get off on old videos. Y'all weird to me. Y'all weird to me. And for you and Blaze, Blast, or whatever, the Blasted Blast, as old as y'all are, y'all up here is trying to reprint somebody else's testimony. That's why you motherfuckers are suffering. That's why Blast got a $800 light bill, because you do evil shit, you get evil ways. You don't get nobody to help you. So now you begging the public. You begging strangers to help you pay your fucking light bill. Like, bitch, you live in the dark. You live in the dark with sheets up at your window. You that type of bitch. Tacky old ass bitches that gave up on life, and now they feel that they want to keep recopying Alvo's contents and posting them on their page. That's not, reporters don't even do that. Reporters don't go and still Channel 3 News and put it on their page. They be there at the scene of the crime or what's going on. They don't go steal somebody else's content and then try to live off the other person. Y'all, first and foremost, I don't understand how y'all get any kind of views. Is because they already watch Alvo on his page. So I don't understand, why do they need to go on your pages to watch Alvo again? Because y'all try, the only thing that y'all try to do is get people to be bitter at him. They hate him because y'all hate him. And that's a strong word. You hate somebody y'all don't even know. You hate somebody because y'all see him go from homeless to an apartment, and now he's even growing more. Now y'all trying to get him put in jail. Get racist white men to get up on the internet and call him out his name. And the white man feels the same way about you. Same names he called Alvo is the same name. Yeah, I'm gonna get up there and this stupid ass, nigger ass, nappy head ass bitch with no teeth in her mouth want me to get up here and talk to another nigger. I'm gonna do the same fucking thing. And that's how that white man felt about you. Period. Point blank, period. I don't care what nobody said, that you're ignorant and you show the whole world how you're not even smarter than the fifth grade. That's why I said sometimes I don't even have to get up here and call you names, because your character is already named. Your character is just you doing stupid shit like last night. And then you posting it on the internet. You posting you getting a racist man to call another black person out their name. But who's the stupid one? It ain't the white man. It ain't the white man that's the stupid one. It's you. It's you, the stupid one that don't embrace your own culture. Hating on a 25-year-old young man that he ain't bothering nobody. That young Alvo's not bothering nobody. Nobody. If he drinks today and all the way until he leaves the face of the earth, that's his business. He's in his house. He's not bothering nobody. But y'all act like he owes you to tell y'all everything he do in life. Y'all think he owes you, he's obligated to tell you what he's doing, his next move, who he's screwing. Y'all want him to tell it. When he don't tell it, that's when y'all get extra mad and make up your own lies. I think y'all mad because he's 25 years old. He's supposed to be dating, because like when he said when he hits 40 years old, he wants to be in his own house, which he's gonna get, because he has that. he has that hustle in him. But I'm saying y'all so mad because he's handsome. Y'all try to tell him he's ugly. Y'all want him to believe he's ugly just because he's chocolate. The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. But he's a very handsome young man. He's dating. He ain't bothering nobody. He living in his own apartment. Y'all can't see y'all see the good in him, but y'all don't want people to see the good in him because y'all too hateful. But Selena Davis, I swear to God, I had so much evilness of words to say to you behind you having that racist white man on your content. But I guess God changed that spirit in me to address you in a reasonable fashion so you can understand that you was dumber than a motherfucker fifth grader and dumber than a bag of rocks. That you literally thought that that did something, that you had I got a white man that just called Apple all kinds of niggers and everything, and you and that ugly ass, old ass, gremlin, dyke ass, Budweiser beard. That bitch look like she's one of the motherfucking frogs on the lily pad talking about Budweiser. Laughing about a white man calling another black person out of their name. That's the ignorance in you. That's when you know it's gone too far. That's how you know that you really obsessed with a person's image on the internet. Because that's all you mad about. It's not like Alvo in reality. And like if you go outside and you walk by him and y'all sat down at the park and y'all kicked it up and had a picnic together, you don't know this man. You only know this man from the internet, and you that bitter to the point where you're calling the police on him, you're calling the court system, the boundsman. Now you got a white man, a racist white man calling him out his name, and you think that's glorified? I was gonna come up here and cuss you out. I swear to God, I had a whole list of evilness to say to you, but because I'm a child of God and God didn't send me here to do what you do, God sent me here to do what He wants me to do in a peaceful fashion, but know that I got to you. I pinpoint everything that you do. You work for the devil. So God's child showing you that you're working and it's not working for you. It's not working, it's working against you. And for all the black Americans that seen you do what you did last night, I hope you don't think that they're going to continue to follow you. Why would they? Why would that? You went to the extreme to get a racist white man to come up on the internet to cuss out an image that you've been following for a couple of years and decided that you want him to be bitter and hated because you don't like yourself. You don't like yourself. You know, sometimes, and I'm not even gonna lie. I questioned my prayer last night because I said I was going to pray for the devils, in which I do pray for the enemies as well as my friends and family. Uh, I asked my higher power. I said, why should I pray for them? They're so evil. They're so evil. So I guess when he knew that I was coming up here to say all these evil things to you, he directed my energy into a fashion to show you that everything is not always in a ball of fire. It is for you because that's how you live. I want you to tell all the American people that are watching and listening, not only to me, not only to Alvo, but to that loose booty mouth bitch, Tommy the Gossip, to you, your old ass, to Blas's old ass. I want you to tell America, what did this young man ever do to you that you got that much hatred in your heart for? What did he do to you? Not what he did to anybody or what he said about his relationship. Not that he ever did anything bad to somebody, but what did he do to you, Selena Davis, for you to feel the need that you're going to the extreme to call the courthouse on this young man, try to get this young man put in jail, try to get this young man uh, uh, self-esteem taken away from him, like you trying to tear down this man's temple and you ain't doing it. You so angry that to the point that you got a racist white man come on your plate. That's how angry and stupid you look. That's you showed everybody in America, not just the black people, but the white people that love everybody too. Because there's not too many racist people out here because we are in a world of love and unity where now because of the way our world is turning, everybody's just is embracing each other because we all got the same color blood. But because you went to the extreme to get a racist white man to come on a black woman's platform to disgrace a black man, shows the whole world who you are. So I didn't have to come up here and be indirect and throw negative energy towards you. You did it on your own. And because you're not worth my time anymore, I just felt the need to let you know today, Selena Davis, I am definitely not praying for you today because whatever's going to come your way, you deserve it. You deserve the atomic bomb that's about to come your way because you are just that bitter to the fact that you are obsessed with a person's image on a internet that you go into the extreme of trying to tear this person down because you are nobody. You don't feel like nobody. You're never going to be nobody. And you gave up on life. But my message to you is always look over your shoulder because devils don't last always. Just like trouble don't last always, devils don't stay on the face of this earth longer than you think you're supposed to be here. When you continue to do devilish things and try to throw poison at people, that poison is going to come to you in a deepest, darkest way. You know, that's why you're lonely now. That's why your son rather be in prison, hanging up somebody else's underwears and washing their motherfucking plates in their sinks in their 8x10. Your son rather be in prison than be around you. So, Selena Davis and Blaze, I like y'all in your 60s. Y'all should be grateful that you be able to see your 60. But I and Tommy the Gossip, you loose booty mouth bitch, I just don't have too much to say to you today because my focus is on trying to figure out why would this old ass ancient mama on pancake box looking ass bitch had a white racist man to get up on her platform and call another black person out their name and then glorify it, laughing. Hey, he called you a nigger. The white man called you a nigger, Albo. You can tell she's slow as fuck. Albo, the white man called you a nigger, Albo. Like, you're pitiful. You're pitiful. So I'm not going to pray for you today. Maybe the other angels like solid sisters and them they might. I'm not going to pray for you today because I you don't deserve to be prayed for. Deserve because you're a tacky bitch. You're going to stay tacky. You're going to still be glorifying everything that Al will do. I don't understand what people follow y'all for. Follow y'all for what? You're repeating. They just watched Alvin for what 2 or 3 hours that he stays on his live. Just watch them. So they got to come to your page and watch him again because you want other people to ride or die with the devilness and the evilness that you're trying to draw. You're trying to get people to be evil like you. So who watches y'all? Why should y'all? Why should they have to keep watching the same thing they already watched? Like make it make sense. But because I have to charge my phone up, I swear I was going to come up here and say something really, really, really. I probably wouldn't even have a page anymore on YouTube because I was really getting up here to cuss you the fuck out because Selena Davis. I swear I wish I could just like I know where you live at, but I know that you're not gonna come outside. I know you got speed dial 911 on your motherfucking phone. It's a joke in your town, but it's not worth to fight you with violence because God is already fighting you with his love and showing you the more stones you throw at my child, Alvo, the more blessings he's going to get. Everybody at my job, I turned on to Alvo is uh one of his supporters because they see his heart. I didn't even have to explain who he was. I just let them I let them follow him as he grew. And y'all can't be happy for him. Y'all hate the fact that he still got his apartment, still paying his bills, still doing what he's doing, and still getting all the blessings. And y'all want him to lose his apartment by trying to send him to jail for a misdemeanor. From he wasn't scared of the people that he was arguing with to protect Shamar. He was scared of the police. He ran from the police. That's all he did. Ran from the police. With the blood clot. He's not a criminal. Like y'all weird to me. But Selena Davis, I really wish I had some good words for you. I don't think I ever will because you're so stuck on stupid and stuck on working for the devil. It just show I'm pinpointing this out so everybody can know what you did. Like you really went and got a white racist man to get up on your platform to call another black person out their name, racist name, and then you and this dumb old ass Budweiser smelling ass dyke ass man, dyke ass woman laughing about it, and he don't give the white racist man don't give a fuck about you either. The same thing he called Alva is the same thing he called you two nappy-headed, gray-faced, no teeth, gummy ass bitches. The same exact name. See, I'm about to start getting bitter, so it's time to me to go hang up my phone, turn on my AC, central air, and enjoy the rest of my evening. But I really was gonna come up here and cuss you out, but God told me sometimes just getting your point across and telling the ignorance how you really feel and giving him giving you a different way because you know you're so used to people cussing you out, calling you bitches and sluts and crackheads. That's all you heard all your life. You ain't gonna never be nobody, Selena. You raggedy ass bitch, get in here and come and suck your uncle's dick. That's all you heard all your life. That's it. Mama didn't care about you because everybody she came in the house was your uncle. Dad, you probably don't even know your father, but hey, I'm not here to tell you testimony. I'm just here to bash your testimony because you are an ignorant ass person, and I just wanted people to know how ignorant you are and how serious you are on, and that's why Jaguar and them, that's why the celebrities in them wanted to kill you because you don't know when to stop. So like now, because you're not beating Alvo down because Alvo's keep reading you mute him off, you watches him on his videos, but mute him because you know he's cussing you the fuck out. But then you get a white racist man to get up on your platform and call him all kinds of niggers. And what do you think he thinks about you? That shows I point this out because I want people to see that you're not smarter than a fifth grader. That you have no kind of common sense whatsoever and how stupid you look. How stupid you look doing something like that at your age. Like you taking the internet so serious. So all my grateful and pleasant of my angels that work the program with me. 25252 North Carolina. I love you, baby. Solid sister. I love you, baby. In Christ Jesus. Watch over the angels and continue to cover Alva with a bunch of blessings. I always say that blessings at night. I swear to God, this young man don't know. I pray for him every night. I make sure that God keeps his arms around this young man because it's only a few. The devils are only, you can count them on the 5 hands and your supporters that sit around. But Alvo got so many blessings and so many angels covering him around. Can't nobody mess with him. Can't nobody mess with him. And God's gonna show you when he goes to court, he's gonna take away all of that. Then what y'all gonna say? Then what y'all gonna say? You can't attack him no more. You can't attack him now because he's not doing anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong where he's supposed to be in jail. Because if it was that serious, he would have been in jail. Let's keep it 100. But Alvo, if you hear this, I just want you to know you keep your head up. Don't you ever in life let these demonic demons on this internet get to you, or if you feel like you got to keep expressing yourself to them. You don't have to express yourself to Tom the Gossip no more. You don't got to express yourself to S.L. Davis no more. You ain't got to express yourself to Blast. None of these ignorant ass devils. You keep your head up. You don't have to keep telling us what happened. We know what happened. Look forward to your future. Focus on what God got prepared for you in front of you. Fuck what happened in back of you, because you can't change what happened in the back of you, Alvo. What you have to do is focus on what's best for you. And the more that you keep indulging and keep giving these weirdos attention, that's how they're going to eat, because you keep giving them what they want. If you take the food off their table, they can't eat. Yeah, they can follow you. If you put your shit on no copyright, they can't even steal your content. But until then, if you don't do that, they copy your content. Let them. You can't be in a fight by yourself. You feel what I'm saying? So if they're trying to fight you about your business, let them fight. You don't got to feed back into it. You continue on living your positive life, because God has plans for you, Alvo. Whether you hear this or not, God has plans for you, and you got a good team behind you. Your supporters are your good team, and those are God's protected angels that love and care about their neighbor. You are a living, loving soul, just like we are, that walks with a good heart. But stop feeling like you gotta belittle yourself and your knowledge and your accomplishment to explain to Tommy or to any of them. Fuck them. You can't change the evilness out of them. They're gonna always say something bitter, because that's why they feel like if they continue to say something bitter to you, you're gonna continue to give them attention. Stop giving them attention, Alvo. And I always pray for you, and I always ask God to give you the most protection ever, because there's too many demons that are trying to block your blessings. And stop feeding into the demons. Take their food off their table and stop feeding into the demons. But until I get up here again, I want all y'all to stay blessed, stay safe. Even if you don't believe in God, believe in your higher power, get in touch with your higher power, because if you don't, you become bitter souls like Selena, S.L. Davis, like Blast, like Tommy the Gossip. Those are evil devils that don't know how to contact the serenity of God, So y'all take care, and have a good night. And I'm going to holler at you, North Carolina, for life. 2 up, 2 down, VA all day. Y'all stay blessed.